we know with like sports films in Nigeria, there are not a lot. Like Aburo, there's Funke, but there's not a lot. How did you think? Because there's not necessarily a template to making that sort of movies. How was your
And when you're telling a global story, because like I said, no one can export our story better than us. You have to find ways that it is globally appealing to do. And so, I mean, watching film references like, Pele, Bendy like Beckham, I mean, sport films, football films, just, they were inspirational to, telling this beautiful story when love strike. All we needed to do is, adapt things into our own ways and our own lifestyle. And yeah, it was a beautiful experience.
Can't wait to see it. And talking about adapting, Nigeria is like a very big football country. What do you think about the film and about the football and sports in the film will resonate to them?
I mean, what better combination is? I mean, how do you get a better combination than a story of love and a story of football? Like, I mean, almost everybody can relate with. At least you can relate with football. Relate with the love in it. It's when love strikes, guys. Yeah.
At least if you don't know football, you know love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're going back to the previous question I asked a bit.
Okay.
But I wanted to know, because there's no template and because you've watched all of these resources to help make the film, what was the one thing or like the couple of things that you were very insistent on to say, okay, this is a sport film, but we also want to resonate with the emotional core of the film because it's also a romantic film as well.
Yeah, yeah. It was quite important to me that we did not let any part of the story overpower the other parts. Like it's easy to get distracted and just make it all football, football, or just be telling love story. But we needed a nice blend of every moment that would make this food very sweet. And yeah, I mean, just gently nurturing the storytelling process and trying to make sure we stay on track. Um, Also trying to get actors to be to perform optimally because it's easy to get fatigued after you've run around the pitch and then you still have to deliver some powerful lines. So it was quite a task, but we were up to it. Yeah.
Definitely, I was going to say that because you've had this year has been like a good year, I would say, for you career wise. We also have Queen Latifah coming out. What can you tell us about that? What can we look forward to for Queen
Just wait
Latifah?
till Queen Latifah before I talk about Queen Latifah. This is When Love Strike Show.
No, no, no. We're
Okay.
still in love with
Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean, it's been an interesting year, and I mean, a couple of titles are coming out, and I mean, I like the fact that I'm able to work on different genres of film and not just be restricted to telling one type of story. So Queen Latifah is a different story. When Love Strikes is a different story, and some other ones that we can't even mention right now are also different. So yeah.
So when you talked about like doing different genre of film, do you think it's been intentional on your part to like say, oh, I don't want to be boxed in, or is that something you did or not did?
Yeah, there's a bit of intentionality in it, and there's also the part that I mean, God works in mysterious ways. So, like, just commit your work into His hands, and
And you will bless
He
it.
goes it out. He blends it nicely for you. Yeah.
So let's come back to when love strikes again. What was your best part about shooting this film?
Ah, it's difficult to choose the best part in this, story, but I am always excited when someone can overcome their internal struggle. It's a message I always like to preach because, I mean, the film shows a young man who is going through different emotional phase or phases and then has to deal with overcoming all that he's feeling and then his immediate problems. I mean, you're almost setting me up to to tell you the story in the film, but yeah. So yeah, I'm always excited when a character wins or prevails or conquers. It's a message that can't be overemphasized because everybody needs to be motivated to win. I mean, there are a lot of things that discourage people or make people give up easily, but just a little bit of push, a little extra struggle, and you can actually, move mountains.
I think the motivation is what we need, especially with these times. Okay, so this final question: what have you, aside from When Love Strikes, what have you been watching? Doesn't have to be Nigerian. What three films or shows or football that you've been watching lately? What's been keeping you up?
What's been keeping me up? I decided to rewatch Peaky Blinders recently, and I watched for because of When Love Strike. I watched Bend It Like Beckham again, and then what else have I been watching? I think those two for now. Yeah.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thanks,
Enjoy the rest of it.